Hello and welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Teach, where we explore all things haunted dolls. Today we are here with another paranormal equipment tutorial, and that is on the EMF meter. EMF meters are one of the most commonly used pieces of paranormal equipment, and rightfully so. However, they are also frequently used incorrectly, so it is important to know how to use an EMF and what can lead to misfires. An electromagnetic field, or EMF meter, is a device designed to detect and measure fluctuations in electromagnetic energy. These fields are naturally emitted by electrical devices, wiring, and even the earth itself. Paranormal investigators also use EMF meters in order to detect spirits that may be able to manipulate electromagnetic energy, causing spikes in readings. While EMF meters are commonly used in ghost huntings, they were originally actually created for identifying electrical hazards, so their readings can be influenced by a variety of environmental factors as well as spiritual factors. Before using an EMF meter in a paranormal investigation, you want to establish a baseline. Before starting, you want to scan the area and identify sources of natural EMF fields. Common culprits include outlets, electronic devices, wiring, and anything magnetic. You should document these readings so that you can distinguish normal environmental EMF from potential paranormal spikes, and you want to avoid areas that spike an EMF meter consistently. You also want to ensure that you are controlling the environment. To avoid false readings, you should minimize the use of nearby electronics. You should turn off your cell phone if you can. If you are trying to record using your phone, it is best to turn it on airplane mode. Turn off Wi-Fi routers and Bluetooth devices if possible, as these can cause random spikes if the EMF meter gets too close to them. You should also position the haunted doll or object thoughtfully. You should place the doll away from walls, and if you need to be close to a wall, test that wall beforehand to ensure that you are not at a spot that has a natural read. You should stay away from power sources and metal objects that can generate or reflect EMF waves. Keeping the doll in a neutral space ensures a more accurate reading and ensures that you are getting a read on the spirit and not just the wiring. While EMF spikes can be extremely compelling and very exciting, they should be used alongside other tools like voice recorders, spirit boxes, or motion sensors to build stronger evidence. EMF devices can come in a wide range of different types. There are things like this EMF lantern, there are EMF tripwires like you will see later in this video, and all of these different kinds of EMF meters can be used in different ways, and they can also be more compelling for a spirit to use just because they look interesting. While some investigators attempt to use EMF meters to receive responses to yes/no questions or even determine a spirit's story or name, this method is highly unreliable and should be used sparingly. EMF meters are highly sensitive to environmental changes, meaning random spikes can easily be misinterpreted as intentional responses. Additionally, spirits, if they are indeed interacting, may not have the ability to manipulate EMF in a precise or consistent way. Many of my spirits will trigger an EMF meter just by existing, and it is not conversational. As a result, you may unintentionally disrespect a spirit by getting their story wrong. They may spike a meter for a certain name, but that does not mean that is their name. That can lead to a spirit feeling misunderstood and in turn create a lot of difficulties for them. Relying on an EMF meter alone can lead to false positives and reinforce assumptions rather than uncover genuine evidence. For gathering detailed information or exploring a spirit's identity, tools designed for direct communication, such as spirit boxes, EVP recorders, or pendulums, tend to be more effective. This video of Jeremiah is a really good example of a skewed reading. Jeremiah is positioned on a wall that runs my Wi-Fi router, so as a result, this entire wall actually gives off EMF naturally. This is not Jeremiah manipulating the device, and it's very important to know that. Otherwise, I could be attributing a lot of things to him that are not really him. By understanding both the strengths and limitations of an EMF meter, investigators can use it as part of a broader toolkit while avoiding common pitfalls that could compromise the results. Additionally, if you are a potential haunted doll buyer, it's important to look out for sellers who are doing all of their investigations using a meter. You could be purchasing a spirit with a story that you connect with that is not actually their own. Thank you for watching, and we hope you subscribe for more haunted doll information.